明码标价的那些物非黑即白。若上颁奖台，切莫张灯结彩。八仙桌的收尾少不了弄菜。上北下南，左西右东，东南东北，西北西南，步步高升，八方来财，四海为家，家兴旺。百事可乐，千事吉祥，万事如意，顺风顺水，天道酬勤，鹏程万里。你不给点表示了吗？啊？我们这脖子上喜欢挂玉牌，香炉供台上摆，长大才开白黄牌。虔诚拜三拜，钱包里面多几百。易的是，难的是等。来财，来财，来财，来财，来，哎，中指力滚力，对应好运八方来，散了才能聚，你不出手，说了斋，才从八方来。
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. A moment here to see the numbers for Tre Jones.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Bradley Beal's out there with Darius Garland. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for the Bulls, Jalen Smith is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Tre Jones. Then there's Isaac Okoro. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot. Grant, these are 2 teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Beal. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Jones. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
Garland, the pass to Leonard. And he drives in. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Buzelis, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Another 3 for Chicago.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Now here's Leonard, guarded by Okoro. Garland for 3. Jones grabs the board. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. You can tell this team really relies on Darius Garland on the offensive end.
And that's because he offers options. Garland can make plays for himself and others. So you never know if he's going to make that nice pass or that nice shot.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Just over a minute and a half in. Collins passes to Garland. To the paint. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Garland.
I love watching Garland because you can just watch his confidence grow, especially when he's out here running these pick and rolls.
Here's Buzelis. Comes up empty down low.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Beal, the pass to Lopez, and he gets the bucket.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Jones against Garland. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Buzelis has got 8.
He's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's his first foul. The Clippers making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, number 5, Derek Jones Jr.
Outside Garland. And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
13 fouls.
So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 5. Collins with a screen on Jones.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Smith into the lane. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so Garland will bring it up for Los Angeles. On the wing, Jones. Leonard up top. Over Okoro. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Smith. Okoro outside. And stolen by Leonard. On the break. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you guys.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
And that's a promising shot through Buzelis.
Clippers trail by 8. Garland for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Okoro. Still no points. Smith inside. Collins defending. The 3 from Okoro. Rebound by the Clippers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Now here's Okoro. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. It's stolen by Garland. And it's the Clippers on the break. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Such explosive athleticism in transition. Garland gets the pass and takes off.
Okoro, no good.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
And Garland with the basket on the assist by Beal. Garland's got 8, and so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's the Silver Two in the 3-1-2. Here's your 3-1-2 crew.
line change here for Chicago.
3-1-2 crew.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Miller on the wing. Collins passes to Simons. Miller outside. Will it go? The rebound by Garland. The Clippers in the lead. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got 10 points in the game.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
Here's Dunn. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Clippers on top. They lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. Los Angeles leading by 7. We've got Anthony Simons. Zach Collins out there with Miller. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Chicago's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Outside Sexton. Collins passes to Sexton. No good with the triple. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Jones from outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Jones. Guarded by Miller. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Colin Sexton. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting for the Clippers, Derek Jones Jr. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Jones. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. And front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Collins.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Dunn. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Here's Miller. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 7. And the dunk by Jones.
nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Collins, and it's rejected. Dunn right side from behind the arc. Chicago with a rebound. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Ian. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Brian, back over to you.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Okoro comes in for Williams. Josh Giddey's checked in for Simons. And it's Trey Jones in for Sexton. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Dunn. Bulls trail by 12. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. One shot.
One shot. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
It's Miller with a drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Miller's gotten 4 this quarter. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Throws it up high. Very pretty alley-oop.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Pass to Okoro. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You look at the Bulls. Their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle.
Checking out Chicago, they can stay alive if they win out or come close to it. Now, it would be an uphill battle from there, but at least they could hold off their vacation plans.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Collins, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Beal in for Matherin.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Okoro outside. Beyond the arc. No good there. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 12-4 run. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Bulls trail by 13. A 6'8 point guard. Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Some room here for Beal. Beal with another miss.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And Miller the bucket on the assist by Smith. Miller's got 6 points in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Who's Ellis is checked in for Miller. And then for Los Angeles, Brook Lopez comes in for Jackson. And it's Dunn in for Darius Garland. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Bulls trail by 12. 1:19 left in the first half. Down low. And that one's good. Giddy's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
They're doing a good job getting the ball inside this quarter. Really trying hard to make up ground.
And this is second attempt at the line tonight. Sexton's checked in for Chicago.
At the line for 1.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
A member of the NBA 75 team, Kawhi's done pretty much everything on the court. Multiple Finals MVP, multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards. I mean, we're watching an all-timer in Leonard.
Pass to Collins. Lets the 3 fly. Smith with the rebound. Bulls trail by 13. Here's Sexton. Here's Buzelis. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And as we're starting to see more of Buzelis, his coaches want more of that. Just impacting the glass.
Lets it go. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes a 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Buzelis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Very encouraging to see Buzelis just going off offensively. This rookie is certainly feeling himself right now, and I love it.
And so it's Los Angeles up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Ty Lue, and Coach, your team seems to be dictating the tempo of the game thus far. Are you happy with that aspect right now?
Yes, I think we got to get stops, push the pace, try to get early transition points if we can, and then if not, back it out and run our offense. But we want to play with a high pace and a high energy, and I think our guys are doing a good job of that right now.
They have a pep in their step early. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. First on the menu is looking at what games will be coming up here shortly. For the Knicks, they'll be up against the Spurs in San Antonio. 8:30 Eastern time for the tip there.
It's one to watch, kind of a heavyweight matchup.
That's my favorite.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Bulls.
One thing that stands out to me, guys, is the disparity in free throws. They need a new recipe for getting to the line.
Yeah, fewer jumpers, more driving to the hoop, more touches down low.
Cooking up some Shaq stew.
Stay out my kitchen, Ernie.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. And so in the game for Los Angeles, it's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. Beal and Kawhi operate together on the wings. And it's Garland in at point guard. Los Angeles leading by 6. And one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
Here's Beal. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Bulls making a switch here. Sexton's checked in.
For the Clippers, Bradley Beal at the line for one.
An all-around threat. Beal is one of those guys that provides leadership in your locker room.
Bulls trail by 9. Smith passes to Jones. Left side, Sexton. And he banks in the layup. Sexton's got his second bucket on the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Beal outside. Three-pointer. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 7 assists in the game.
Now there's the scorer mindset Beal's known for. Just catch and fire.
Outside Sexton. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Okoro. Here's Garland. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Buzelis. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Okay now, Rook. Buzelis showing he can finish with some power.
Beal outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Driving to the basket. Pass to Okoro. Smith left side. Three-pointer. Buzelis buries it from 3. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
And the Clippers miss again. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive and trying to score.
Two shots.
And that one misses.
Well, Mattis Buzelis certainly has good size, but what catches my eye are his skills. He can handle the ball and make smart decisions on the floor, which is so important for a rookie.
Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Good on the second one. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Oh, there's the alley! And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
Sexton passes to Okoro. Back to Sexton. Pass to Okoro. Let's go with a 3. Collins with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 8 assists here tonight.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
On your feet, fans, it's time for your Chicago Bulls.
Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Anthony Simons.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And they recover it. Outside Jones. The three is up. He buries it from three. Jones has got 6 points.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Offensive rebound. Leonard for three. Leonard on the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Los Angeles making a change here.
Los Angeles substitution. Mathurin.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Garland, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Count the basket. Luz Ellis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Mathurin. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Smith right side. Outside Sexton. Fires the three. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere, strong from beyond the arc.
And you look at Colin Sexton, puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Okoro with the ball. Leonard's there. The three, Smith. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Now here's Okoro. Defense right on him. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jones has got 9 points.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Garland. The three knocks it down from distance.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. Pass to Okoro. Here's the three. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
13 foul. Substitution on the court. Chicago foul. Colin Sexton.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Clippers, Darius Garland taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Garland hits them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
From the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Colin Sexton out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Miller. And it's Collins in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Simons. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Right side Garland. Here's Matherin. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Miller with a drive. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 4 assists in the game. The Clippers lead by 6. Garland for 3. Miller pulls it in.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
The line for the Bulls, Zach Collins.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Standing just under 7 feet. Zach Collins puts that size to work out there.
Always looking for his next rebound or just a point-blank bucket. Collins knows that his physicality is what he has to bring to the floor, and he operates mostly in the paint.
Chicago making a switch here. Smith's checked in, and he's good on the second. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Jones, and the dunk by Jones.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Simons deciding where to go with it. Here's Miller. Connects from downtown. Miller's got 5 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Fires the 3. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Leonard against Miller from the high post. Chicago with a rebound. To take the lead. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
Matherin with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. And the shot is good by Garland.
Shaping up to be a nice night from Garland. And his offensive energy right now, the team should be pretty excited.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
It's time to get out for your incredible.
Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Yabusele, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Sexton's checked in for Simons. And it's Jones in for Giddey. And then for Los Angeles, Lopez, he's checked in for Jackson. Collins comes in for Jones. And it's Beal in for Matherin. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach did everything he could to fire up his team, saying, quote, "This is where every one of you has to dig deep. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Anything to give his team an extra push to close the gap." Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Outside Jones. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And he's going for the lob. And Collins with the slam.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Beal against Sexton. Oh, he misses the layup. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
At the line for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. One shot.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
The Clippers lead by 4. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Oh, what a powerful move by Kawhi. Absorbing the foul, but still getting the shot in the air.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
And Leonard drops them both. Bulls trail by 6. Now here's Miller. From downtown. Beal rips down the board.
That is not the shot they needed there. You got to work it around and get a better look.
Here's Garland. Now Leonard. Leonard doesn't hold back.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
Sexton. Jones fires. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. The three is in.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Chicago making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Yabusele. Okoro comes in for Miller. And Giddey's subbed in for Sexton.
Substitution for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, Isaac Okoro, Josh Giddey.
Here's Giddey. Using the glass to lay it in.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Here's Lopez. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Giddey can't hit it. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Outside Garland. Collins outside. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
One of the bright young stars in this league. Collins is aggressive, and he makes plays.
At the line for the Clippers, John Collins. 3 shots.
Free throw is good from Collins. And he can't hit the second. And he nails the third. Bulls trail by 13.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Clippers.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Darius Garland.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-4 run. Smith. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Collins. A throwback possession. 2 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over. Just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Man, good whistle there.
John Collins. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Jalen Smith.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for the Clippers, Darius Garland. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now it's Jones. Buries it!
From Isaac Okoro.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead, trying to close that door.
Timeout called, the Bulls. We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Here's Giddey. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kawhi, as this team continues to prepare for playoff basketball, what are the habits you're trying to establish?
Just playing the same way every night. Even tonight, we felt like we didn't play too hard. So we just want to be consistent and just keep getting better at playing hard and playing smart every game.
Consistency is key. Thanks, Kawhi.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Darius Garland.